Welcome back to another episode of The Natty Teacher. I am, of course, your host. Who else but The Natty Teacher? And today, we got our Pull B session, our second pull session of the training week. And man, we are in for a good one. Very excited about this one for sure. I love this training session. It's a fun one. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I really, where I'm at right now in my training, I truly enjoy all of my training, which is a blessing because there are definitely some, workouts there or systems in place that I've had in the past and different, splits that I've done and all that where I just haven't enjoyed it as much. And, I really enjoy the workouts that I have right now. So, love that. Gotta love that. Anyways, what do we got on the docket today, man? Well, we'll get in there, get a little mobility work going, get the back and rear delts and biceps and all that kind of fun stuff, all the pulling muscles nice and warmed up. Then we will jump into our first exercise, which will be a single arm cable row. And then we go into a chest supported row where we have the hands in more of a horizontal position, about shoulder width. After that, we will go into our pull down for the day, which is just a close grip pull down. Then we have an underhand chin up, an assisted chin up that we will do after that. And that will close out the back portion of the pull session. Then we got some just good old machine rear delt flies and our bicep work, which today we have in the form of some single arm cable curls. I know that for sure. And then I would say double hammers again, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Because I did do my dumbbell hammer curls because the cables were taken last week, so I actually did them earlier on in the week. So yeah, we'll see. See how I'm feeling. Yeah, might just be a bunch of cable curls. Might be maybe a little bit of hammer work in there. Yeah, we'll see. That'll be fun. Yeah. And then we do have some direct weighted abdominal training as well today after that. So, be on the lookout, by the way, for more short form material. So I was kind of chatting with my wife last night, and we had kind of both discussed the idea of obviously still doing my consistent YouTube uploads and like some maybe YouTube shorts and, I don't know, some shorter form content like that. But then also just kind of doing some, maybe like, I don't know, talking about some hot topics that are prevalent in the bodybuilding world, kind of my take on them and how I would approach some of those concepts and ideas. So we'll see, but I think that's kind of the direction we're going to start to take our channel a little bit, as I want to really invest more into this social media thing, see how far we can take it. So, I got crap sleep last night. I'll be honest. It was just a late night. Like I actually slept good. It was just not like I got like under 6 hours of sleep. Like not a lot under, but a little under 6 hours of sleep. So I did have some caffeine earlier this morning. I did not have a pre-workout here. So I'm feeling it a little bit, feeling a little sleepy. So I'm excited to get into the gym and start to get some blood flow going and get my body up and moving and grooving. So, without further ado, I'm gonna jump into the gym here in a minute and get warmed up, and I'll catch you for my top set of some single arm cable rows. That'll be coming at you right about now. All right, so to get us started here, we got some single arm cable rows. Again, keeping these top sets in that 6 to 8 rep range, making sure we are getting that nice full stretch and bringing that elbow back at least parallel to the side of the body. I think people go sometimes a little bit too far back. If you want to do that, if you connect with that a little bit better, I guess that's cool. But it's just one of those things for me where I like to just bring the elbow back just to the side of the body and get a good hard squeeze and go from there. So anyways, 2 working sets there. Then had our regular just chest supported row. Again, making sure that we're driving those elbows back to the side of the body, loading that weight up nice and heavy, getting a good hard squeeze, controlling the weight and going from there. Again, 2 working sets here, really more tailored towards that mid upper back. Feels really, really good. And I'm a big fan of this movement for sure. So then went into our just close grip pull down, starting to get heavier and heavier on these bad boys, man. I'll tell you what. Now, this was a couple weeks ago, so I have gone heavier since, I believe, or at least done more reps. I can't remember, one of the two. But just trying to catch up on all my uploads here. But again, felt really, really good. good hard stretch, make sure we're controlling that weight, not trying to yank it down too much, but at the same time making sure that we're getting that bar down to the chest or as close to the chest as possible for that full range of motion. Then we got some assisted chin-ups here for the back. Again, 2 sets here, so for a total of 8 working sets of direct back work. I will say that the last week, and I actually have this session again today as I'm doing this recording. I have it I'll be at the gym in probably about an hour or so. I have switched to more of just a regular assisted pull-up, more tailored towards the lats. This one is good, but I will say that I did switch to that. But regardless, still felt really, really good on this session. And yeah, I think this might have been my second working set. I don't know, first or second, one of the two. But yeah, assisted chin-ups. Then we have some rear delt flies. You guys know the drill, man. Again, I feel like some people think that to grow big rear delts, you have to just train them in that like 15 to 30 rep range or something. I'm not saying that's a bad idea at all. For me, though, I want to train them hard and heavy. So again, we're still sticking in that 6 to 8 rep range for our top set, 8 to 10 rep range for our back off set, and going from there. So felt really good. Got a nice little pump in the rear delts and went from there. Then went to dumbbell hammer curls here. So we are trying to get trying to keep these top sets in that 8 to 10, 8 to 12 rep range or so. I will say this past week, so last week and also the session I'll be doing today, I have just switched to 1 bicep exercise, but I do 4 working sets rather than doing 2 bicep exercises and doing 2 and 2. This was actually my back off set, by the way, I believe, of these this week, or the week that you're watching right now. But yeah, regardless, still felt really good. And yeah, but I will say that in my session today that I'm doing, and in the session I did last week, I actually did 4 working sets of this exercise with a little bit of a tweak, which was single arm cable curls. But now I am trying to keep these in a slightly higher rep range. So I'll be doing 4 working sets of like 8 to 10 rather than 2 working sets of like 6 to 8, and then, 6 to 8 for the top set and then 8 to 10 for the back off set. So anyways, yeah, that is about the session here, guys. Then we did do some direct abdominal work, weighted, of course, and went from there. Pull B session in the freaking books. And man, yet again, absolute doozy of a workout, man. Phenomenal session. Definitely feeling that one for sure. That lack of sleep last night definitely doesn't help, but you gotta still get to the gym, get that blood flow going, baby, So yeah, still a phenomenal session. It's funny, I did my top set of those single arm cable rows, and I did a top set of 6 with 225 or something like that on there. And I went to my logbook, and I hadn't looked at it before. I was really thoroughly convinced that the week before I had done 5 reps with that. And so I did a set of 6, and it felt pretty smooth. And I was like, okay, whatever. And this is where your mindset really comes into play. Because I look back at my logbook, that top set I got was a set of 8. And I was like, what? I had a moment, I freaked out. I'm like, what? I'm like, I got 2 more reps on this last week. So I'm like, you know what? All right, we're going to sack up a little bit. We're going to do this again. We're warmed up now. We got a top set of this in. Let's see what we can do. See if we can hit another set of 6 or maybe even a little bit more. And sure enough, I ended up doing 2 more sets. So I ended up doing 3 working sets of my first exercise today when I normally just do 2. Usually I do a top set, back off set. Nah, today we went balls to the wall, did 3 straight sets, did a top, that first set of 6. And then I did 2 sets with that same weight after that for 8. Moral of the story is this, guys. Using a logbook is great. It is awesome. But sometimes too, you just got to get in that mindset of just go, you know what I mean? While still keeping form and technique tight, of course, but you have to get in that mindset of just go. Sometimes your mind is going to limit what you're actually capable of. And in this case, because I didn't look back, it did. I bet you had I looked back at that before I did that top set, I probably would have hit a set of 8 or more, you know what I mean? Or maybe going up in weight a little bit. So it's just one of those things where, again, your mind is going to limit what it thinks your body is capable of sometimes. So you got to beat that. And sure enough, I'm glad I did, because it was phenomenal. The session, the set you guys actually saw, that was my 3rd set. That was my 3rd working set of that exercise. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, phenomenal session though. Definitely am, like I said, definitely feeling it a little bit up through my joints and stuff like that. Training in that 6 to 8 or 6 to 10 rep range, guys. It's gonna do that. So you gotta kind of be prepped for that, where it's going to wear on you a little bit for sure, but nothing that I can't still recover from, put it that way. So Don't be afraid of being fatigued. Don't be afraid of being tired. That's okay. It happens sometimes, man. It's totally okay. But anyways, yeah, man, it is Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If you're a mother and you're watching this video, happy Mother's Day to you. If you have a mother, or maybe you lost your mother, hopefully you have a great weekend and can, either spend time in person with your mom, or, this will be posted after Mother's Day, so hopefully you did get to spend time in person with your mom, or if it is, if it's a situation where she is lost, hopefully you get to reminisce on the good times that you had with her and the impact she made on your life. So happy Mother's Day weekend out there to everybody, for sure. Don't forget about it. Or hopefully you didn't forget about it, I should say, because this will be uploaded after. But regardless, hey man, that's all I got. Make sure if you have not already, you hit that subscribe button. Guys, means a lot to me. It means a lot to the continued growth of the channel as we continue to edge closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Totally awesome stuff. And if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, make sure to drop those down in the comment section below. When I see it, I absolutely will respond to it. And if you liked the video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you really liked it, maybe even give it a share. Let your friends know about the Natty Teacher. That would be awesome. But without further ado, man, hey, most importantly, God bless. And from myself, the Natty Teacher, and the whole Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all on the next one.